And
Hi. Shall I start? Hello. Shall I start?
Simran ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, sir, you are there. I can see, but I think Simran who was giving your introduction is
Yeah,
not
please.
here. She's not
Yeah.
audible.
So you can give,
Uh,
not an issue. You can give.
Sir, we'll wait for her. She has the all the schedule thing. So,
Devdhar.
so she is rejoining. Please wait for 2 minutes. Yes, she
Yeah,
is back,
sure,
sir.
sure. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, Simran ma'am. You are on mute.
yes,
Me?
yes, ma'am, I am.
Yes. So you will be giving the introduction and
Yes,
starting it.
yes,
Yes.
yes, I'm starting into.
Yes, we are already live. Please start.
Yeah.
So today we have with us Mr. Bhushan Deodar, founder of Brahmine Solutions, a vice president sales and operations with over 32 years of experience, and at present he is a trainer. He has also experience in business development, sales management, negotiation, and communication, together with PG in marketing and sales management. Sir has also written a book on sales, which is Selling is Sailing. A very
True.
warm welcome to you, sir.
Yeah. Very good morning to you all. Uh, shall I start my session now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first of all, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all. I said good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all, because what I understand, this session of webinar is being viewed not only in Maharashtra, part of India, entire India, and apart from that, some of the people in Europe, Middle East, Canada, and US and UK also. So all of them, from my side, once again, it's good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Bhushan Devdhar, and to initiate with today being 27th of January 2023, and as we are in Maharashtra, it's basically celebrated as Jagatik Marathi Divas. So let me wish all my Marathi viewers here की जागतिक मराठी दिनाच्या आपल्या सर्वांना खूप खूप शुभेच्छा. So let me start my topic, which is already just now narrated by Simran, that is essential communication skills for magnetic personality. Before that, I am Bhushan Devdar. Introduction has already been given. And whenever we talk about communication, the first thing starts, the actual communication starts, or rather started on the planet Earth when the first man or woman they arrived. Because if we look at it, communication doesn't mean that you need to speak. It's kind of three different variants: verbal, oral, and written. You will imagine that you might have seen all over whenever you travel, many of us, that when two dumb and deaf people can easily communicate well, or rather, they live their entire life happily. That doesn't require that their voice quality should be there or they should be able to speak. It's not like that. Another thing I would like to share with you. Uh, Always they say that communication needs two ends. One is who is giving a delivery, and another one who is accepting it. Remember one thing: a newborn baby who is just 1 hour, she responds to you very well. So you communicate, she understands, but she cannot deliver. That doesn't mean the communication is not there. It's still there. It's still there. Now, the best example I always give in some of my communication lectures, that imagine that you all have gone for a naming ceremony of a baby who is only 1 year old or something like that. She only cries or she only smiles. That's it. Or sometimes with a laughter with cheeks on her face and all. Imagine that the ceremony is about to go, and all of a sudden, you see that gorgeous females are there, ladies especially, and they are discussing about their clothes, sari, jewelry, all and all. And nobody is bothered to look at that beautiful creativity of the on planet Earth by nature, a beautiful baby itself. So what she does, she's observing you. Okay, she's observing you. You are looking at her, but nobody is responding to her. So she suddenly started crying. So that cry is her response or an indication. In a simple word, she is saying, you all look at me, I'm the most beautiful product of the nature. Look at me, give me some response. And for that, she is narrating her way of communication. That is a very initial I'm telling. Now, when we talk about the kind of communications, that is verbal, what one-to-one we speak, written normally everywhere like documentation and all these things are there. Spoken is again general talks or giving like that. If we look at the word called to talk, T-A-L-K, this word is only one, but the meaning of that word is being used on everywhere. I talk to you, I speak to you, I communicate to you, I address to people, I discuss to the people, I negotiate to the people. For every single, for one particular word, what we just now I showed you talk. The action is of talking, but the meaning and according to the segments we are traveling, keep on changing. That is there. Now, when we communication, when we are making a communication, so understand one thing, every incident on planet Earth, right from the day one, the man was born, man and woman, every incident has been happening, is happened, and it will be happening just because of pure communication. Success is because of your good communication, failure is because of your the failed communication, or it's a bad communication. Because first of all, the topic comes that why we speak. When it comes, we speak to express our ideas, to express what we want. And the first golden rule of communication, which I always share with my friends all over, whenever two people speak, I repeat, whenever two people speak to each other, indirectly, they are sharing the hints to each other what they like or dislike by their body language, or maybe immediately shifting one topic to other. Now, let us imagine that I'm talking to someone, a gorgeous female. I'm talking to her about some amount of discussions about some negotiation of a product which I'm selling and she's going to buy. And suddenly I realize that she's gorgeous, especially a female. And suddenly I started appreciating her beauty. The moment I appreciate the beauty, she will say, Mr. Bhushan, can we talk about some business? I have something like that. That is the first indication that shows that she is not interested in that kind of communication. Same kind of hints and ideas being expressed all the time when two people speak. Or take the example of a mother and a child. Mother is very much serious and very much interested from that child to get the homework done. She is insisting on one topic. Her line is going to one topic. Baby, you need to do your homework very fast. And she is trying to divert her. Mama, today I got a trophy in sport. Mama, today I got selected for this. She is trying to divert. So that time, how these two communication level will go. At that time, either mother has to get connected to that. Okay, pamper her. Pamper her with that. Yes, it's a great that you have achieved your success. But you know why it is? It's because of good communication. I speak, you listen. You speak, I listen. That way it is like that. This is a very simple example I am giving to you. But you know that communication all the time is at various level, at your home, at your office, at in political segment, industries, business, economics, everywhere, or on the international level. That plays a very vital role. On international level, when countries' communication skills are being displayed by the diplomats over there, that plays a very vital role. And therefore, we have in every country a lot of people. They are just winning the things because of their pure and good communication skills. So let us understand one thing, that whenever you are making a communication, because what I understand, being a being a guest here at the DY Patil Deemed University, and I understand that people who are watching, almost 70-80% are the students who are trying to aspire their career in sales or finance or whatever it is they want to be after graduation. And I'm sure that this communication skills, this webinar, definitely will help them in their way in future whenever they will be achieving their entire things in their life. So for that, I would like to tell all of you that there are simple basic communication skills or the elements itself. The first thing we talk about is called pronunciation. Pronunciation always have a clarity of your words. There is one thing called clear pronunciation, and there is one term a pronunciation with the word clarity. Clear pronunciation is something that we Indians basically, sorry, we Indians basically those who eat maximum veg food, they pronunciate very well about some of the Sanskrit words like Drishtadumna, Pradyumna, Vikramaditya, all that. So they don't need to twist their tongue in that way or something. Okay? Now, these way of communication are clear example of clear pronunciation. But when I say clarity, clarity should be there in sentence. Clarity means a language or a word or a sentence opposite person understands or not, but he should get the message loud and clear. And the best example, when I used to watch NDTV, Mr. Pranav Roy, he used to narrate the news. His news reading was so explanatory that even a Marathi medium or a Indian language medium could easily understand what exactly he wants to narrate that sentence. So that clarity should be there in your communication. And that clarity automatically comes if your pronunciation is very clear as such. Then you need to have a pause in your sentence. This is basically good for people who are students and trying to aspire their career in future itself. If there is no pause, then the opposite person or the second one who is listening to you, he will not listen properly. He will not understand. If he will not understand, he will not able to take the decisions. If he is not able to take the decisions, he will not get success. It's a very simple thing. And for that, if your communication skills are really good to be understood by many, then I'm damn sure 9 out of 10 times you are going to test the success in your communication skills. Now, another topic, Taylor, this one we call face expression, we always say after pause. Why face expression is required? When you're talking to someone, and if you go with a smiling face, you're always welcome. Hi, good morning. This is Bhushan Devtar. I came here to discuss with some of the negotiation activities also, or maybe business activities. He will be interested. We go with some face, hi, some ugly face, hi, or some crying, hi. See, if you are not pleased with yourself by your face expressions, the opposite person to whom you are communicating will not be interested in it. Most of the times, indirectly or directly, we carry so many things on our mind. Today, all of you, now all are watching to me. Exactly 12 o'clock, we started, 12:5. I am least bothered what happened in my life before 12:05 p.m. That's why you all are looking at me fresh and different. A lot of things are in their mind. But at that time, you should be a good actor, even though you lost so many things of life, but you should be cheering, smiling, and able to talk. Because the one you are talking to him, he should feel you are with him or with her. If you can win that confidence, trust, and belief, trust me, you are being welcome everywhere. Or in short, sometimes people say, what a magnetic personality, a kind of person he has. And it plays a vital role because only communication plays a vital role in everything, every segment of life. You take all examples of every great people, and they always carry a positivity in their communication. One example I'll tell you: when Napoleon went on one of his attack on some other country at that time, the moment they reached, how he tackled that situation. The moment he reached, he fell down in a mud, and he fell down on his chest. All his soldiers started laughing. He looked at them and he said, "Thank God, this land welcoming me. That's why I kissed it." What a great statement! That kind of statement only great people will react because of the best of the communication skills and understanding it. When you smile, your appearance, then most important thing, you need to be attentive to the things. Now, attentive is what? I understand many of our students are there. Some of them are lecturers, then teachers and all. When I talk to you, when you raise some doubt, I need to attend to you. Now, some of the female, they are the mothers. Mothers, they have a bonding with their children because of few things that they are attentive to them. They listen to them prayerfully. So if you are attentive to the person to whom you are communicate, that person the whole life will be with you. Same thing with teachers. You might have seen that many of the colleges, every college, there are 2 or 3 lecturers or professors. They are very much popular. They are popular because of one particular thing. When they enter the class, because of their eye contact and attentiveness to every single student, they win the heart of the boys and girls, so whether they're interested in the lecture of that particular topic they like to do or not, rather. That happens. But if I go with my only syllabus, like blah, 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 that's it, you will not be interested. And to make somebody laugh, you don't need to crack any jokes or something like that. Not at all. Just talk with your heart. That clarity should be there. Now, clarity you have already done. Now, should be one element I always say, there should be a believability in your communication. Now, what is believability? Believability means when you speak to opposite person, if you are narrating an incident about something, either it's a whole mass or a crowd who is listening to you, they should have a belief in you that yes, whatever he says is correct. They should realize this must have happened with you. And the best of the believability we all had in our childhood, when we have our grannies, grandmothers, grandparents, used to sit along with them and they used to narrate their stories. I had been over there, this happened, somebody came, attacked me, I fought, worked out. So these are some very basic things. And that believability can only be created by your character. How you perform in a society. Because when you talk about principles and when you do not perform those principles in day-to-day life, then your character is finished. And that character connected to your personality. And there are kind of thing in see, magnetic personality doesn't mean that you just shake hands with someone, male or female, and then you get attracted. It's not like that. People are watching you, people are observing, people are looking at you. And for example, when we are talking about communication or body language, one more thing is very important. See, body language. The body language is part of handshake. You need to attend to. Then the dress or costumes which you are wearing, that can create you a lot of confidence. I always suggest those who are in sales, those who are giving lectures on communication skills or maybe for negotiation, wear such kind of cloth, a trouser, blazer, tie, whichever you are comfortable. I've seen people wearing blazer, tie in such a heat, they're not comfortable. Then all the time, so people will not be interested in it. And always wear a color when you are dress sense or dress code, which is comfortable to you. It should not be very gaudy, that then hairstyle, a complete beard over there, then kind of different that some of the cricketers they use hairstyle. That hairstyle is okay when you are in a social gathering or something. But when you are going to speak for some purpose or talking to them, you always see that your dress code should be popular, proper itself. And most important thing, appropriate eye contact is very, very important. Appropriate eye contact and gesture conscious. I'll share with you one thing. There is another one that is called vision. Now, I talk to you when, especially when you are displaying your skills or when you are addressing people in a classroom, some 50 or 50 plus or 100 plus, then your eye contact should not be steering as such. You just give a glimpse. By your eyes itself, you must be able to control the scenario over there. You don't need to look at everybody's eyes this way or that. No, no need. If you see the qualities of a very good and popular lecturer, he doesn't carry any stick or something, not at all. He just keep on walking inside the classroom, talks to everyone, wish them, talk to them. And gesture conscious is what? Like that, sometimes people are not comfortable. You don't need to adjust this way all the time. Simply adjust it your clothes something without knowing someone. Some people are very much conscious with their gesture as such, whether somebody is looking at me or not. Somebody is bothering me. No need. To be very honest with you, I follow one principle. Whenever I give a lecture on any of the dais or a stage, the moment I walk towards the stage and I climb that some of the steps on the stage, it's me. I am here to speak. I'm least bothered because I know I'm confident, my gesture and everything. And if I'm very much confident, if I talk to a very simple way, just give him some hands this way, that's okay. I must avoid every time, like most of the film star or film actors has to do, like that. Or some people have a very bad habit in one-to-one communication. You give example by this way, but this is like that. So you are creating a block, and that is very important in one-to-one communication. When your tongue can speak better, when your smile can create effect, when your eyes can control the thing, you don't need all these things. This example you might feel weird, but I have observed that every time I communicate with many kind of people in every segment, you can control that. And there should be conviction, and whatever you speak, you should speak from heart. Whatever you speak. Especially when you see that in a sales meeting, the companies, or when a CEO talks, or an experienced salesperson talks, he talks with a clarity, he talks with his own heart, because he has already worked in the field. All the figures, locations, kind of test of the people, maybe who are in dealer distributor network, they know the kind of personalities carried by the dealer distributor, they know about it. And that feeling come from heart. And in communication, if you're wrong, accept it. The more you cover, if you're wrong, accept it. Mistake is there, say sorry or say apologies, that's it. The matter is finished then and there. Because you try to hide one thing, and in that cycle or chain, you start committing a lot of blunders. And that it piles up like anything, and it's very difficult at that time just to finish it off. And that way it can affect on your personality. There is an exercise we always say, if you call a person by his first name, he'll feel very happy. I meet one person called Jacob Johnson today, let's say. I met him, he introduced me, Jacob Johnson from New York, that's it. We introduced each other. And maybe after 6 months or something, I meet him at New York. I visit there for some of my work. And when I meet there on a Times Square, I look at him, he looks at him, he looks at me rather. And I said, excuse me, I think I have seen you somewhere. We have met somewhere. I don't recollect right now. You are here. I'm Jacob. We met in India, in Mumbai airport. That's not going to create any impact. But if the moment I look at him, my memory, I just sharpen it. And I say, hi, Jacob, how are you? This is Bhushan. He said, oh my God, yeah, we met. He will say, that impact bonding will be there. And that is very possible. Now, it's not related, but again, if you want to be a good communicator, you need to listen to people. You all must have realized one thing. Our memory can be easily sharper and sharper just because of one thing. We need to understand what we like. You remember things which you really like most. You remember your success stories. You seldom don't remember your failure stories. It's very simple. I'll tell you why we all remember the incidents of our childhood. The thing is, in childhood, whenever we are listening to anybody, maybe our granny, grandparents, friends, incidences in your school, in colleges, that time we are totally focused on that particular thing which is happening around us. I would like to share an example or maybe an exercise. All of you, please try that. If you want to make your memory sharper and sharper, your concentration better and better, every day morning, no matter whichever community, class, creed, religion, prayer, whatever you do, sit at one place. Sit at one place. Am I be seen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Am I be seen?
Yes, sir.
So when you are sitting at one place, you know, practice from 0 to at least 30 seconds. Not a single thought comes in your mind. So that creates a vacuum. And that time, whatever being spoken or whatever you hear is remembered for whole life. That is the art of concentration. I practiced, frankly speaking. So a lot of incidences in my childhood or lot of things where I could be failed or I was failed, I remember that. And that is very, very important when we are talking about better communication skills for that. Now, let me tell you one thing, that believability's best example is what? When there is a riot, in a particular city, it is not being controlled. If there is a riot in two religions or two communities, it is not controlled for one day, local administration is there, 2 days, another administration comes for 3 days, local police, after 4 days, some better police or better the bigger organization come. Even after 5 days, even state level police involved and still the riots are not controlled. On the 6th and the 7th day, mostly the head of that state, he decides that let us call on the forces. Rapid action force from Indian Army or any of the armies. The moment the news spread, 80% of the riots are being closed down. The reason is both side people, from there they are committing riots. They understand one thing. They know the moment the armed forces people land over here and the action taken, their bullet is going to hit it over here. That believability and the faith they have in them, that they mean action. They mean result. In our communication, I wish that each one of us need to have that kind of communication. The believability has to be there. Now, most important, voice modulation. Voice modulation creates an impact on your communication. We call transactional analysis. What I speak to my father, what I speak to my mother, what I speak to my wife, what I speak to my girlfriend or boyfriend or my friend or whatever it is, or I speak to my salesperson. All 5 times, all 5 people different. I don't speak the same thing, whatever I, or rather you or all of you. We keep on changing. One topic we don't discuss with many people. One thing we don't talk to many. Because we see the comfort zone at opposite person, whether this responding to us or not. A man in 30s will not speak his childhood story with his wife all the time. He will discuss about some plannings and all. Or a 7-year child, he will not discuss about his career strength over there with his father at that age. No, he will not. And as and when you talk to someone, according to the opposite person, that voice modulation is very, very required. You should know when to take a pause. You should know that when to raise your voice, required pace, when to reduce your voice. If you all overall do that, I'm damn sure that you all will be getting maximum things from your good communication skills. Now, let me tell you that how your communication skills are going to affect on your making a magnetic personality. When we talk about magnetic personality, the thing comes in everybody's mind that what exactly magnetic means. How many people they are very much aware of what is magnet? Magnet is something like that which is attracted to iron or the metal which is connected to that. And in my own opinion, there are kind of people they look at it as magnetic personality is what? Basically, magnetic personality, when we are talking about, let us talk about personality first. What is personality? Personality is being created, rather being made. It is created from childhood, the things which are happening around you. Because if you look at it, every human being, either it's male or female, all organs are same. Every organ we have. Equal brain, equal digestive system, equal throwing out systems, all things are there. But still, some make a different personality, some make a different one just because of their thought process and their mindset. Mindset is not same about everyone. I come back to square one, what I just now said, how to increase your concentration by exercising zero base of thought process. That creates your mental strength very much. Those people, though carry highest amount of mental strength, they never ever fail in their life because they carry one principle. Either I will win or I will learn. Only thing. Because I always believe that each human being carry one particular skill within. What is my duty? My duty is either to pamper that skill, appreciate it, or if I do not have, accept it, or listen to it, or learn it rather. Now I'm asking all of you one particular question, and I'm damn sure many will be replying to me. I'm sure 99% might not be able to. If they do, I'll be okay if they give a proper reply. Why we fall in love with someone, or why we become very close friends to someone? Reply me at the end whenever you can. There is one element works. I'll tell you. At the end, when I'll have a word with Simran, she will be asking questions. So that time, Simran, you please note down this. I'll reply to you. It useful for everyone. A man is identified by his personality, by his public image, basically. Now, people say that it is a totality of the person, not many external looks, character, behavioral traits, attitude towards life, and all and all. But in short, if we are talking about it, personality development is what? Personal development is the improvement of behavioral traits such as communication skills, interpersonal skills, attitude towards life, and resorting the ethics as such. There are kind of personalities. Let me tell you. When we talk about personality, one is perfectionist. I always give an example of a perfectionist is if we talk about the business oriented line, then my highest regarded respected person is the founder of Infosys. I call him Sir Narayan Murthy. If you look at it since the inception of Infosys or before the inception of Infosys, before the start of Infosys, the kind of hard work that gentleman along with his friend has taken, lot of hurdles have taken place. But he was known that what he is going to do. He was very perfect. And he knew where he's going to and where he wants to go. That perfection was there in every single aspect of it. There are kind of helping kind of people, helpers. That is also a personality trait. They kind of helping kind of people, they always feel that the whole world should be peaceful. Let me see how I can help others. And for that, let me give an example called Dr. Baba Amte from Maharashtra. A kind of work that gentleman has done is really, really laudable. Then the latest one, a lady from Pune district, Sindhutai Sakwal. She has uplifted the life of many widows, many women rather, who were thrown by their families, sometimes for different reasons that they could not produce a male child and all and all. But she has uplifted their life. Then there was a saint helping, and we say that how the cleanliness to maintain. He was Saint Sant Gadge Maharaj it is called. He was a cleanliness expert. His costumes were very, very, very simple sometimes, but he used to clean the things by his own example. Achievers. A personality called achievers. That is also personality. It's very simple. Achiever, we have P.T. Usha, we have Sachin Tendulkar, sports personalities and all and all. There are some people that questionnaires. They always ask questions. They always have doubts about what things are happening, why they are happening. But excess amount of doubts cannot create a good personality. You end up slowly sidelined that this man keep on asking a lot of things. Because see, asking question to have your own knowledge is better. But asking question on doubting about the person who is displaying his skills is not good. You will be sidelined. If you really want to be a good friend of someone, ask questions. Don't raise doubt in him. He is there to solve your doubts or questions itself. Then we talk about something, it can be helped following ways, other are there. Then there is always a personality test. We always see what kind of personality test is there. Personality test is the value system, emotional reaction to critical situation. Now moods and characteristic behavioral traits. As I earlier told you, that a lot of people, when you meet them, you get attracted to them. Or when they narrate their own experiences of past, you feel very happy. One of the highly acclaimed person in my life of the Indian Armed Forces, Sir Sam Manekshaw. Sam Manekshaw, who was the architect of 1971 creation of Bangladesh. He said that fear is there in everybody's mind. How you react and how we take a courage of fear to accept it and to control it. Examples have been given by him in a lot of ways. That kind of percentage we always have. And when we look around us, we will see that those who have created their names are already there. But apart from that, there are people who can create their own names. Sometimes, if you go and meet a very common man, something very unique thing speaks to you, and then you ask him, I'm missing this, and you started liking him or whatever with you because of that thing which you do not have. Now, this is indirectly I have replied to my question, why you like people, why you love people, or why you become friends with that. Body language plays a very, very vital role in making yourself a magnetic personality. To be very honest with you, it's such a huge topic. When we have combined, when I talked with Simran for that, there are two different topics: communication skills and personality development. I would like to show you something, as Simran has introduced to me by saying that a book which I wrote, which is there as an e-book titled Sailing is Sailing. Let me show you a cover of it. It's e-book. I just have it this way. You can see this. Now, this book, as an e-book, Sailing is Sailing. This book is available on Amazon Kindle issue. Yes. On Amazon, just type Sailing is SALLINGIS, SAILING, Sailing is Sailing, and you can get it an e-book copy itself of yours. But I understand one thing, when we are talking body language, your body language should be so comfortable itself that the one to whom you are communicating, you should be comfortable to talk to you. Have you ever observed that many people we meet, you are not comfortable with everyone? It's okay. If you are not comfortable with that person, maybe that person is not comfortable with you. The universe is so big. See, you cannot serve one person at all time or many people at one time. And for that, making a magnetic personality, I always say, you need to be very selective. Respect those who respect you. I agree that the principle of non-violence is there, but how long you are going to just take, that being hidden all the time only. That's not the exact answer. And body language is something like that. You must have observed that when a lion is walking in a jungle, he doesn't need to roar all the time. The moment he starts walking, the threat is created. The leader is there. You don't need to tell every time, I'm lion, respect me. And body language, one more important thing I would love to say with all of you, apart from clothes, everything. Incidents and examples related to the topic is always required to be given whenever you are making a public speaking or public speech or topic on which you are going to talk. And most important thing, keep on reading maximum good books, because if your communication is well, you can make a better personality. If you make your better personality, your character is being created. If your character is being created, then you can change your own destiny also. Because you are known by your character. Like I just now shown with you a lot of things about the kind of personalities. Perfectionists, helpers, achievers, questionable. There are many people. And they make it because they attended that particular class. I will share with you one example. Once one of the $1 trillion businessman of our country, he was asked in CII meeting. I cannot name right now here. He said, "How you started the business?" So that gentleman said, "When I finished my graduation in engineering and post-graduation, so that time the engineering college professor to whom I met, I asked him that, sir, already my father is into this business, but I want to start something on my own. So can you guide me? What kind of business I should start?" And his professor told him, "Look, first find out where are the problems in this country. Once you find out the problem, now create a solution and give it. That can be converted into a business." Around us, there are a lot of things happening, a lot of situations are there. And yes, for making a positive mindset, instead of calling problem, call it a situation. The 50% of things will come down. And last but not the least, face the things which come in front of you. By facing the situation, the gravity of that situation automatically goes down. It happens. Because what happened, we always have fear of things which we have not seen. Niece of mine, she had a habit of whenever she used to watch the horror shows, she used to get frightened. I set up an example with them, all my niece, then all my nephews and all. So one day I said, "Come on, let's watch a horror show." And when the horror show that started, that all that the souls and all that they'd be shown over there with various makeup and all. Slowly and slowly, I switched off all the lights, and suddenly this all child gang started getting frightened. I switched on again the lights, and I told them, "Listen, this is being shot. Shooting has been done. Now, this role is being played by one character. Once you know the exact reason of that thing, your fear, anger, everything goes down. And we always fear about the things which you are not seeing. Imagine. And the truth is like that. People say demons are there or not. It's all the self-belief. But remember one thing, which is apart from this topic, I would like to share with all of you how you can be a positive minded person or how your mindset can be very strong. Remember one thing, I would like to share some of my own principles I've been carrying since my childhood. Principle number one, expect the unexpected. So you are prepared with your mindset itself. Expect the unexpected. Number two, other than God, parents, nature. I repeat, other than God, parents, nature. Have respect, faith, and belief in only self, yourself. Third, because you are rich at your home, I am not poor at my own home. And fourth is very important, never compare yourself with anyone else on the planet Earth. because by doing so, you are insulting rather your own personality, your own skills. And fifth and the last, please talk to self in a whole day for at least 10 minutes. If you do not do that, you will lose greatest thoughts of a greatest person in you. I don't say so. It has been said by our very own Swami Vivekananda. We miss that. And these are the things I would like to share, because we have only some 35, 40 minutes sessions, so it's not easy to cover the entire topic, because a lot of things are over there, and most important, let me share, a lot of things have still left. Observation is very, very important. If you observe, you will come to know a lot of things when you are traveling. And I understand a lot of people over here who are trying to aspire their career in sales, or rather, they are in sales actually. Trust me, people who are in sales, who are traveling, who are communicating a lot with different kind of people, learn a lot. And I would request once again, all of you, those who really want to make it, because this book and ebook, which once again I am sharing all of you, around 2.5 years back, it has come on Amazon. Hard copy of this is very soon coming, next 15 or 20 days. I'll make it available on all the counters over there, or the segments rather. It has gone all over the universe, everywhere, wherever the Amazon is there, some ebook is available on Kindle. Now, this book is talking about 18 different topics, 18 I say. And one of the important topic is how to create a magnetic personality is one of the topics shown. And same thing, but only 5% I share with you about the communication skill. That topic is covered over there. All it has been covered. So I would request all of you, those who are watching, first of all, thank you very much that you people have listened to me or rather looked at me. I'm not that handsome, something like that, but I'm just able to narrate my things, whatever in my mind I just said. And these all things, whatever I shared with you, is my overall experience of 35 plus years in sales. And I learned a lot from the examples. I'll quote an example in a very short like that. When I was in the pharmaceutical industry at the initiate of my career as a medical rep at a place called Nagpur, I used to meet one doctor all the time, regularly. I used to give him a detailing of every product we had at that time. And I found that my regular visits could not give me a single prescription from him. So after 3 or 4 months, I become friend to him. And I simply asked him, the doctor, can you please tell me that are my visits are regular? He said, yes. Do I look good in time? He said, yes, you're handsome. I said, okay, thank you. Is my communication okay? Yes, communication is fine. Is my product knowledge is weak? No, product knowledge excellent. Then sir, in all aspects, why I have not been able to see a single prescription written by you about my company? And he replied me. He said, your company's product does not bear a quality. It was decided. I said, okay, sir, thank you very much. Then I went home. At night, I discussed with my father and I come to know. And then I realized that let me ask that doctor after a few days the meaning of quality. And I went over there. But that time I was not in my uniform, just jeans, t-shirt. As a friend, I just went in the evening. He was sitting in his dispensary. We had a cup of tea. And he said, hi, how are you? Let's welcome. And I asked him, doctor, I'm just stuck at one particular word. You as a doctor, you're MBBS, MB and all. Kindly solve me my problem. He said, what? I have a doubt. I want to understand what's the meaning of quality. He said, quality definition is something like that. When you use a product and the satisfaction you get, that means it's a quality product. Well, sir, can you brief it? He said, suppose I prescribe a medicine to a patient and patient comes out with excellent results. That means that quality of that medicine is of very good. I said, thank you very much. I went the next day with tie on bag and everything, without opening a bag, without taking out my detailing folder. I simply said, doctor, here I would like to request you, please prescribe my product. He said, I already told you. I said, You already told me a couple of days back that my product does not bear equality. But yesterday, your definition is totally different from that. Without prescribing my product, without giving it to a medicine, that medicine to a patient, how you simply can say it doesn't carry a product, quality rather. Trust me, after that day, since today or last something like that, the doctor is prescribing one particular tonic of that company I worked in 1987-88. All you learn with communication, listening to them, understanding it, and making an impact. So thanks a lot. Any questions, Simran? That question will be replied also. Let me see how many have replied to that. What I asked, that why you fall in love with someone, or now you become friends. Please go on.
So, sir, I would like to ask you a few questions, which I had prepared on behalf of students. So, sir, what are some of the key communication skills that can help improve overall personality?
Key communication skills to improve overall personality. There are only 3-4 things. You need to be loyal to whatever your thoughts are in your mind. Okay. Most important, whatever language you speak today, because it's a going everywhere, I spoke in English. Otherwise, if you feel comfortable in talk to opposite person, what language he or she understands. Simran, you are being a Punjabi, you'll be feeling very proud and happy if I speak to you in Punjabi. If someone is Tamil, someone is Telugu, someone is Kannada, I speak to his language, he'll feel very happy without knowing whether I am Maharashtrian or some other, whatever it is. And key communication skills are very simple. Use minimum words to create an impact on the opposite person. Don't try to be Shashi Tharoor by using lot of words which go hayward some opposite person's mind and life. We need to be what we are. Being yourself is very, very important. And if you really want to be a better personality, take the ownership of whatever you do. Take the ownership. Most of the people, they don't take. Being loyal to self, listening to the things, have a vocabulary, and one hurdle that comes with everyone who has passed out in their local languages, okay, local medium of instructions, and he suddenly wants to speak in English. For example, a person in Maharashtrian, me Maharashtrian, if you pass out in Marathi and you immediately start speaking English, it's very difficult. You know the reason behind it? The reason behind it, the person who is educated in convent medium and the person is educated in some different school medium, it's difficult for him to speak English because of one particular thing. Our way, if you look at our brain and our tongue, it's not close than 3 inches distance. And we speak whatever already is noted in our mind first, or brain. It comes to our heart like that. That's why start thinking in English. It automatically comes over here. That example I was given by, I would like to take the name of my Nagpur lecturer that time, Dr. Anand Manapure, who is MA in English, and he was head of the Department of English of that time Morris College, now it's a Nagpur University. He told us this fact that you start thinking in English first. Automatically things will be covered because you are translating it. One word is here in mind in local language, you are translating it. That's why the flow is not there. Please.
Yes, sir, definitely. So, sir, what are the few effective listening skills which we can improve for better communication and personality?
See, if somebody is telling you that read maximum Times of India or newspaper, it's not a good idea. I would suggest start, if you are talking about in English, improve your English communication, then please start thinking in English. Read some good books. If you do not understand that language or a word, carry a dictionary, write it down. And please understand one thing, improving communication doesn't mean improving communication skills in English. Your own language can be much more effective. A German goes in any other country, speaks in German. A Chinese, one other country speaks in Chinese. Even our very own Prime Minister, Modi ji, he also speaks in Hindi all the time, maximum. So again, that clarity should be there in your own mind. And again, same thing what I told you, because you are rich at your own place, I am not poor. Because the person to whom I communicate, he may be from Harvard, Cambridge, I may be from local language, but what I communicate, what I want to express my thought should be clear, should reach to him. That's it. The matter is over. That is the thing.
So, sir, next question to you would be, how can we use technology and social media to enhance your personality and communication skills?
Wow. Today, if you see, social media is something like that. It is like a weapon, both sides. It's again up to you how you use it for a positive side, how you use it for the negative side. Because publicity can only be created by two different ways, either going by very positive way, by going by very negative way. Because the whole world is divided into two different things. Those who are constructive and those who are destructive. So social media, if you want to use, there are Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, all and all. So it all depends on what kind of language you are communicating with them. And nowadays, because of this social media, you come to know many kind of people, many kind of personalities, and you are being observed everywhere. 30 years down the line, these such media were not existing. So you used to carry some video tapes or something, but today we are on live, we can speak to anyone at anywhere. And that's why you have to become very careful in your words. Mincing the words is very important. So that's the biggest benefit of social media. And I always appeal everyone, take the maximum example that is social media by using your own videos. Make it. But your own videos, when you're making, that should give some clarity or some messages there. It can be used. It can be very well used. And write your own thoughts in a piece of paper or whatever you write in diary. That may be different than others, but that will be very much useful.
Yes, sir. So,
Yeah.
sir, you were saying about your book. So, we would like to know a little more about the book.
What
The book
about?
you have written. About the
Book?
book you have written, yes.
Yeah, this book, I'll tell you, this book is basically useful for the people who are trying to aspire, come out with a career in sales or in any other field, maximum sales. Because in selling, there are kind of things going on, opening up a sales call, middle of the sales call, closing the sales call, and every thing itself, topic itself, or segment, communication plays a very vital role. Now, when I said 18 topics, there are various 18 topics. One is negotiation also, negotiation skills. Then this is useful for communication skills, useful for all the departments. There are 7 to 8 or 9 departments in every organization. You will see. You are part of HR. So HR plays a vital role. But that communication, but that time there is a vital, that time the written communication skills are being exercised over there. So I would like to share all of you that if you go on that Amazon, get a copy, an ebook copy, and I'm damn sure those who want to pursue their career in sales definitely will be getting benefit. Because some of the examples are mentioned over there of every single thing is all timely tested, and I have experienced that personally. I have tried all that and I have already tested that. In negotiation, where a negotiation fails, remember one thing, negotiation fails because of poor communication. No matter you lose the business, no matter, but your negotiation skills should win. That is very important aspect. Now I'll just put an example. It happened with me when I was in one of the automation industry. We were given a book by our director of company to read it. It was about negotiation skills. And our director said to all executives over that time, he said, whosoever will read it first, okay, I'm giving a free of cost this book. You read it, come to me and tell me whatever I ask about this book, 3-4 questions. Everybody replies properly. Whosoever is correct, I will reward 2,500 rupees later. One by one, everybody said, I am correct. After 3 months, he asked me, have you read the book? I said, let me talk to you about that. I read the book. He said, why didn't you come to me? I said, because this book is not at all used to my country and my country's business people. He said, why? Because all the example quoted about the people in South America, people in South Africa, people in Germany, people in Europe, their trends are altogether different. Negotiation takes place because of you need to discuss about the things which are available here. What is the point I'm telling you about the negotiation stories about Mercedes-Benz and BMW and all? We are here for some education purpose, right? A very small example I gave it.
Yes, sir. So as we are coming to end of the
Anybody reply to that? Why
not really.
we fall in love or why we make a good friend?
Not really, sir.
Let
Sir,
me reply.
yes, sir.
Let me tell you.
Yes. So my last question to you would be, what is your advice to our students to, pursue their career ahead?
Now, can you please repeat again?
Sorry. So, sir, your advice to students who are aspiring, you are becoming sales or, in general, putting up their career after the graduation. What is your advice to them?
Yeah. I will tell you, I'll tell all of them itself. Those who are aspiring their degrees and try to make a career, I would like to tell them an exercise. Take a piece of paper. On top of it, write down your name, date, time. Below that, things you want from life. Let us say, number 1, I want to buy a car. Write down a brand. I want to buy a house. Then I have to get married to a beautiful, gorgeous woman. I have to lead positions. Blah, 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 all these things from life. Then the reply then and there. First thing, I want to buy a car. Suppose it makes Maruti Wagoner. Put a price over there. 5 lakh rupees. Ask yourself, today I am going to make my graduation complete. After that, how much time it will take for me to buy that car? 5 years? Make a note of it. It's your duty. It's a target you are setting. In 5 years, I have to earn 5 lakh of rupees. Slowly write down, and whatever your needs are there, they should be realistic, not fantasy wise. I have to buy a palace and all. It's a different thing. They're going to be lottery or that. Okay. Once you finish this, sign it. Date, time. Fold that paper. Keep it in your pocket. Every day morning, have a look at it. It will remind you what are your actual goals. Do not follow people, I'm frankly telling. Listen to them. Try your own. Try your own. Make your own personality. And please, for God's sake, I request, because in the whole world, Indian youth, we are maximum target oriented. We are maximum talented people. And we have the highest amount of positive mindset in our country. I'm so proud of everyone. I'm also very young. Because being young is only depending on kind of mindset you are carrying. I'm very happy last 30, 35, 40 years, we have changed from why to why not. That is very important. I would like to tell all of the people who are doing their graduation, please do the things in which you can create a passion. What you like, do that. Create an interest. 101% you are bound to get the success. And to my last question, which I asked, nobody replied. Let me tell you. why we fall in love with someone. The thing is, it's a nature's law. South Pole attracts North Pole. If a male, female loving someone is only on one thing, whatever we are short of, any skill, anything we are short of, it's ample in the opposite person, we get attracted to it. Show me two intelligent, same skill carried people are close friends. They are not. It's a fact. You will realize it. Because see, if a male fall in love with a female by her hair, eyes, that is all the attraction thing. When you realize that, yes, I am there to live, because something you are lack, you go to the person who is having empty, full of it, not empty, full of it rather. That's the thing. Same thing in friendship. That is what I would like to say. And a request to all of you. My name is Bhushan Dev, sir. My startup name is Bremine Solutions. My mail ID is braminesolutions@gmail.com. I'm available every time. I'm there on Facebook. I'm on Twitter also. I'm on Insta. All my videos there on YouTube. And on YouTube, if you go on my channel, just type BHUSHN, DUDHR. A red color Mercedes photograph will be there. That is my channel. All my videos are there. All kind of videos are there. Appealing for voters, then communication skill, personality development, oratory skills and all. That are also there. And my mobile number is 98927-80899. I repeat, 98927-80899. And with that, I wish all of you a great success, a great health, and importantly, a very positive mindset. Thank you very much. Wishing you all. And at the end, thanks D.Y. Patil University for giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts with all of you. I'm sure all you will be benefited. Thank you, Simran.
Yes,
Anything
yes.
else you have in mind?
That was a wonderful piece of advice from your end, sir. And I would like to thank you on behalf of DY Patil University, and and thank all the viewers, and mostly to you. Thanks to you, sir, for sharing all the bits and parts of the communication of personality of how our students can be benefited to it. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today.
Thank you. Good day.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. Shall I switch off now? Done.